Hey there, this is Clay, and today I want to answer a question about what to do when you are in an emotional cold war with your ex. So somebody wrote in, and they're kind of in this sort of standoff with their ex, where neither one of them wants to make a move because of this whole thing about, you want to be the one who's being pursued, you don't want to be the pursuer, and all that stuff. And what I think this really is it's kind of more of a form of emotional OCD. Now let me explain that. So a lot of times in dating and relationship situations, there's this belief that, whoever cares the least controls the relationship. And I don't know if I necessarily believe that. In fact, a lot of things that I've experienced in my own life and dealing with clients has proven that to be the exact polar opposite of reality. But there is a very strong belief spread by certain dating experts, as they may be known, that says that you should care the least. You should always seem aloof and distant, and play hard to get, be the alpha male, always go out there dating other people, all that stuff. Just we all want what we can't have, right? And that's not really true. And I believe we've talked about this in other videos, but let's just go ahead and stay focused here. So what are you supposed to do when you are in an emotional cold war with your ex? Neither one of you wants to make a move because you're worried, because you yourself are worried about being perceived as the pursuer, and presumably your ex is as well. So what you need to understand is that is a form of emotional OCD. You are worried about how you're being perceived. You're worried about how your ex is going to see you. You're worried about whether or not you're going to be high status or alpha male, or playing hard to get, or all that stuff. And so you're trying to really manage your emotional world, and really you're trying to manage your ex's emotions for them too. Both of which are not very good ideas when it comes to being successful with dating and having a great relationship. So I want you to kind of get that. In the way that a lot of people, a lot of OCD people will try to really organize and micromanage their external world, whether that's through how things are organized in their home, through like ways that they open and close things, etc. A lot of people who are having a difficult time with their relationship will be just as OCD with organizing and managing the emotional landscape of themselves and their partner and their relationship. And that's not a very healthy way to approach a relationship, just as being OCD is, in my opinion at least, not a very healthy way to go about living a thriving and productive life in society. So what you have to understand is that instead of trying to look at this from an anxiety perspective, okay, instead of trying to look at this from okay, I want to make sure that my ex sees me the right way, otherwise I lose, or if my ex, if I'm the one who's pursuing my ex, then I lose. Or, I have to win this game. I have to win this game by making my ex pursue me. That way they lose and I win. And I think you're going to start to realize that that isn't really the best way to have a relationship when you look at it that way. If in order for you to win the relationship game is for the other person to lose, then that's just a bankrupt game to begin with. Because if somebody has to lose in order to have a great relationship, then it's like, well, why even bother playing, right? Why even bother playing? Shouldn't a relationship be something that's a win for both people involved, that uplifts both people and makes them want to spend more time together because it's a rewarding experience rather than feeling like you lost? And so the way that I want you to approach this is, instead of trying to look at this from an anxiety perspective, where you're trying to manage your anxiety, manage your ex's anxiety, and do all that, I want you to instead see this as an opportunity for you to know what you want and to go after it no matter what, okay? Do you want to get back together with your ex? Do you want to contact them? Do you want to get the ball rolling with communication and all that? Then I want you to drop this whole anxiety thing. Drop this thing about, well, yeah, I might be the doormat, or no, gotta posture, be like the alpha male and all that, because the guy who submitted this question is a man. And I want you to drop all of that, and I want you to instead know what you want, which I'm presuming is to get back together with your ex, and then number two, go after it, okay? You might feel anxiety, but that's okay. You're just gonna have to lean into it. You're not gonna try and manage it, micromanage it, push it off, like somehow find a way to like unload it on someone else or anything like that. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna go after what you want and feel whatever you feel and just let that be okay, all right? And that is going to give you the freedom to do whatever you want without having to like be this sort of like overly self-conscious person, because nobody's gonna want to be in a relationship with somebody who's like overly self-conscious, like, hey, does that make me, do these pants make me look, weak emotionally? It's kind of like that, right? So, once you can like let go of that and just go after what you want, then that's going to be an incredibly bigger pull for your ex to be with you, because number one, you're going to have your own conviction and your own commitment to your own integrity and values, and you're just going to be able to go after that. And yeah, some people might be like, oh yeah, man, that's totally low status because he's pursuing her. But you don't care because you're not playing that game. You're not playing that game, and you know that the bigger prize is to have a relationship with the person that you want, and it's not to get caught up in whether or not something is low status or whether or not you're the pursuer or the pursuee. And I don't think that in the big picture of things, in the big scheme of things, that is really as important as having the kind of relationship that you want. So that is my advice to you about how to end this emotional Cold War between you and your ex. And if you would like more help on how to get back together with the person you love, the best way to do that is to go over to relationshipinnergame.com to sign up there, and you can get in touch with us, and we'll send you some cool stuff that will help you get the ball rolling with your ex and help you get started on this journey of getting back together. And again, we are real people, and if you write into us anything at all, we will respond to you in hopefully a reasonable time. But we do take time off for weekends and stuff like that. But the best place to start is go over to relationshipinnergame.com, sign up there, and you can get started. So again, this has been Clay, and thank you very much.